Testing 1, 2. Are we here? What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to another stream here on the Pokerstaples channel. Thanks so much for joining me on this beautiful Sunday afternoon. Happy Sunday, everyone. What's up? Tough start to the day for me, man. My Tottenham Hotspur football soccer club has lost to Brighton 3-2. We were up 2-0. Not a great start to the day. But that's okay. We're just going to recover by playing some poker and pretend that that didn't happen. Lots of mystery bounties today on PartyPoker. Really excited to play those. I think it'll be good fun. And probably play a couple spins today as well. And it's been a while since I've won a tournament, dude. Like, I would really like to just print a tourney win. So, kind of hopeful that today is the day for that. Let me get this all framed up. Do you want to raise this right away? Yeah, especially with the big blind being short. Especially with the big blind being short. So here we go. Put that in green for knockout. This is just a super 215, right? It's no mystery bounty or anything. There we go. Beauty. Okay. Let's go, PGD. Come on, brother. Let's get it done today. Good luck, us. Next up, we're going to get the 320 mystery bounty, as this is now a fold. This one is, as I just mentioned, a mystery bounty. So we'll put that on table 5. Does that look good? Yes. Nice. Put it in white, which is decidedly our mystery bounty color. Just because it is. I don't know. It feels right to me. Just feels right to me, man. Good. And 2 pretty high stakes tournaments to kick off. Now let's get a third. A 215 freeze out to really sort of round out the formats that are on display here this morning. First, what's up, Dr. James 32 on YouTube? Welcome. Good to see you in the house. All right, this is on table 6. 215 freeze out. Starting the tournament with about 30 blinds. Good luck, us. And 3 sort of bigger tournaments right off the bat. We have a 55 and a 33 I'm going to reg as well, but why don't we play these hands first? And we're right on the edge here with ace queen offsuit. Knowing nothing about is Tushi, is Tusi? I don't know. I'll just fold. Like, theory is not going to fold there, but I think it's fine. The jacks, however, would not be fine to fold. We are in a dangerous spot, though. We don't want to get this all in pre-flop, right? Like, that would be a mistake, I think. So we just start with a call. Small enough bet. We continue. 1/6 pot. We, of course, only have 2 outs to improve here, really. But it is a very small bet size, which allows us to continue there. It's just really small. So that's all. A bit on the turn, we fold. All right, so here's a brand new 33, or no, 55 super. In green. And then the last is a 33 super. For now, which starts us off with 5 tables. Jack 8 suited. It's on the edge as to whether you could raise, but I think fold is probably better. There we are. Okay. Cool. 5 tables to start. What's going on, everyone? Welcome. Best of luck, Jamie. Thank you, Cody Wagner. Thanks, man. Looking forward to the session here, man. Sunday party in 11 minutes as well. Now sixes. C Darwin 2 raises on 14 blinds. We have sixes. Yeah, I think it's strong enough to 3-bet here. It's a little polarized, right? When someone min raises off 15 blinds, just less, 14.8. But I think sixes is good enough to gamble with them. So we shall. Against queens. Definitely not the hand we want to see, but boom. On the flop. And an all in from Julius. We're going to reshove here. Pretty good start. Okay. Can we hold here? A suck out and then a holds back to back, and we've basically doubled our stack, just less. Really good start in the bigger tournament there. We don't want to miss this bounty. This is for 12 blinds and a bounty. So it's 1/5 of a start stack, right? We really don't need much equity. You would call with any 2 cards in the big blind against the shove. The thing that's complicated for us is that our hand is really bad, and we have a player behind us. If they're playing correctly, we have to fold, because I think they would call almost any 2 against a reshove here, covering for 2 bounties. If they're not playing correctly, we could probably get away with it. Especially with our stack being 36,000. We don't have any bounty equity in the tournament. I'm thinking there's some future game implications there as well, which is like being shorter than everyone for a long time is not a good thing. So I think we give it a go. Royal draw. Oof. Okay. Okay. So 26,000. It doesn't change the bounty situation at the table, which is kind of why I went for the gamble there. Because we still cover this opponent, and we still don't cover anyone else. If we would have won that pot, we're back up to starting stack, and we can kind of get some people. That might be too crazy, but, you know, we've done it, so here we are. Going on break, but let's just get the 109 Sunday party sort of suited up. As we have series hangover here today. Beauty. Okay. What's going on, everyone? Welcome. Welcome, welcome, welcome to the stream. Yeah, I had a decent week this week. I had some healthcare stuff I had to do. I got one vacation day, which is pretty nice. Went to Ottawa, which is 2 hours away from Montreal. It's Canada's sort of capital. Didn't get to do anything too crazy in Ottawa, but we just kind of went for a drive, walked around Parliament, walked around the city. We bought some books and some 4Ks and Blu-rays, which was really fun because Rebecca and I are both into books and movies at the moment. And drove home, and that was it. So that was kind of fun on Wednesday. Had some health stuff going on that is being investigated. Essentially, like, I went for an eye test randomly about a month ago. And they did some imaging, and they're just like, okay, we have to refer you to an ophthalmologist to sort of see what's going on with this, because it looks like my optic nerve might have something weird with it. And sometimes that's okay, and that's just the way it is, but then sometimes it means that your nerve is like swelling, and there's a reason for that. And so, yeah, was referred to another ophthalmologist, had that appointment this week, and they said, you know, probably it's okay, you know, like we're going to refer you to another spot which can do more in-depth testing. You know, 90% of the time it's just kind of the way it is. And then 10% of the time it could be something where there's some sort of swelling or something going on. Which, you know, could mean a bunch of different things. A lot of them not great, but... you know, it's 90% going to be fine. And then 10% of the time is something a little bit more serious. But my vision and everything is fine, so we just have to wait and see. But that's kind of been taking up a bit of space in a bit of time and a bit of space in my brain as well to kind of I don't know, just focus on poker and focus on work. Like it's difficult when you have something like that hanging over you, you know? So yeah, had that this week, which took some time and effort. Had a book club yesterday. That was pretty fun. Talked about a book called The Tunnel, I think by Ernesto Sabo, I think it's called. Pretty interesting book, like about an insane guy that kills a woman. And yeah, so that's that. That's it. That's all. It was kind of a chill week, and excited to be playing some poker today here and doing our best. First, good luck, James. Good luck from Portugal. What is up, Hugo, on YouTube? Man, a straw in the building. You see Martin Cabral win the Diamond High Roller at King's Rosvodov. I didn't see that, no. I haven't really seen him play before, but I know he's got like a big reputation, right? Martin Cabral of being, trying to induce anger at the table or something like that. It's kind of interesting. Yeah, I don't know much about him. Best of luck, Jamie. Thank you, Cody Wagner. James, the Spurs, he's scoring 2 just ain't enough. Tough matchup there. Evening from Birmingham, UK. Good luck, pal. Thanks, brother. Thank you, man. Gert Luans. Hey, Jamie, it's been a long time since I tuned in, but I heard from some that you have been doing quite poorly, so just thought I'd check in and wish you all you well and all the very best. Thanks, man. I think things are generally okay. There's been some health difficulties sort of broadly over the last couple of years, which has been taxing to some extent, but beyond that, things are great. So yeah, good to go, and good to see you back, man. What's up? Afternoon, mate. How you doing? Hopefully no bottling, unlike a certain football team. This is frankly just too much at this point. All right, so we got 5 tables on the go. It's soon to be 6. We've got the 215 Super. This is a knockout tournament on a half stack. We've got the Super 320, which is a starting stack. This is a mystery bounty tournament. So having a stack that can get bounties is kind of important when it kicks into that stage of the tournament. We've got the 215 Big Sunday, where we have almost double start stack. 1 suck out, which was pretty sweet, and then 1 holds. And then Super 55. This is actually a mystery bounty. I missed that. Mystery bounty. And then this is Super 33. We've also pre-registered the 109 Sunday Party. That starts at 4 minutes. That'll take us up to 6 tables, and hopefully we can win something. I was just talking to Rebecca, like, yo, I haven't won a tournament in forever. Like, it would be really nice to book a win here today, so let's see if we can do it. See if we can do it. Here's the new 109. It looks like not a mystery bounty tournament. Nope, just a 2-day tournament. Knockout. Okay. Just a knockout, but we do have 2 mystery bounties here anyways, so we'll see how they go. 2's under the gun. I don't like. I think it's going to be tough to profit here on 30 blinds, so we'll fold. Manastrala says he comes across as very extravagant at the table. He was accused of marking cards a while ago, but there's no denying his ability. Yeah, I think I remember some discussion on Twitter about Martin Cabral. And I think it was Doug started this conversation, Doug Polk. But what I remember from it was he would make people feel as if he was cheating or colluding, but he wasn't actually. But he would give off the perception that they had to be concerned about him in some sense. So he would like fake marking cards, and he would fake, having information that he didn't have in a way that was sort of like off-putting to everyone around him. I again don't know the specifics, but it's pretty interesting. Remember having a discussion with someone, I think it was Sam Grafton or something like that. Might have been Ben CB back in the day too. Things like real-time assistance, right? Like where people are using charts, for example. This is alluding to you can't deny his ability kind of thing. Like let's take 2 poker players, for example. We'll take me, who's not using any real-time assistance, not using any charts, right? Not looking anything up while I play. And then someone allegedly like Ali Ismarovich, right, who is accused of using real-time assistance, like looking up sort of perfect pre-flop strategies based on GTO and being able to consult playing essentially a perfect game pre-flop, right? You're still playing against human beings. You still need to exploit, but like being able to nail every open to theoretically perfect and every 3-betting range to theoretically perfect is a big advantage to have. So you pit us against each other, right? And it's not like the person that's using real-time assistance is going to get like a super huge edge, right? Like even mediocre professionals' pre-flop strategies are going to be decent, right? Like you're not going to gain huge percentage points there. But the person that is using that is effectively being able to, first of all, gain that couple percent ROI and also study all day, right? Like they are effectively reinforcing perfect strategies for hours at a time. And that's a huge advantage. To be able to turn playing into an 8-hour study session while you eke out a couple extra percent against your opponents is that's a massive deal, right? So I think when you see people that have cheated in the past or have been accused of cheating or accused of colluding, it's often not surprising to me that they are exceptionally good at the game because they have access to tools that teach them to play the game better while they play. And so that would make you take any poker pro and you switch them with them, like they're going to improve faster doing that, right? It's just true. So I don't know if that resonates with anyone, but Kibby NYC dropping that 75-month resub. Can we get some love in the chat for Kibby NYC? What is it? Wait, what? What is going on? I have to open up the Twitch chat to make sure I've got this correct. Yeah, currently on a 75-month streak. Okay, I was going to say. Because my chat application that I use to read the chat in like black and white, and I can make the font a little bit bigger, said subscribe for 70 months in advance. I was like, I don't think Kibby just dropped a 70-month sub pledge. I'm pretty sure not. Bro, thanks for the 75 months. Welcome back. Appreciate you. Okay. Which Daily Legends games get the most entries? I don't know, actually. I would assume it'd be like the 22 or the 11 or something like that. Like a buy-in range that hits a bunch of different players' bankrolls. But I don't actually know. Okay. We're caught up. We got everything going on here. Let's go. Beautiful. Getting rehydrated. I had quite a few drinks yesterday. I like hardly ever drink. This is a fold, especially with our stag. The last time I drank before yesterday was the previous book club, and then I drank again yesterday. But it was at noon. I had like a couple gins, had an afternoon nap, and then I had half a bottle of wine. So I don't know. Yesterday went hard, basically. Went hard. I think I'm rehydrating here this morning. I do feel sharp for sure. Like I got enough sleep, It's been quite a while, but getting the water reacclimating through the system. Let's start with a check here on King 5-5. We check 3 on the turn. I'll probably check. You could go for 2 streets of value here too, but I think checking is going to be similar amounts of value. Oof. It's a bad card because they're going to shut down in a king and we lose to a king anyways, right? But when they have an ace, we're going to lose, obviously. But our hand also looks like an ace when we check call. Looks like ace high. So, unfortunate. It costs us a bluff on the river, right? Let's call in position here with the twos. All right. Fold. You know what else I did this week? I watched Uncut Gems by the Safdie Bros. I'm curious what all of you think about Uncut Gems, the movie. If you've seen it, let me know. Are you a fan? Are you not a fan of Uncut Gems? What are your feelings broadly about it? So I am a gambler. I'm not that kind of gambler, right? Like I don't bet sports or there isn't any sort of like impulsive habits that come along with gambling for me, but I'm in the gambling world, right? So I've seen people that have gambling problems before. I can understand where it comes from and the psychology and stuff. Uncut Gems to me is such an effective piece of art. Like it's so encapsulating. It just totally takes over your mind to where you're just stressed for the whole thing. It's just so uncomfortable. So uncomfortable to watch that I think it's great, man. I think it's a great movie. It's like it's not fun, honestly, to watch it. It's not. It's uncomfortable. But it's a great piece of art, I think. I really enjoy it. Yeah, I really like the ending as well. You know, sort of like the decisiveness of the ending is enjoyable. Open-ended straight flush draw against kings, 52%. Hit it, dot A. Oh, can you imagine bricking two streets there? Crazy. That's crazy, man. We're going to have to re-enter the 320. It's all right. I should have my buy-ins up here to see how we do today. Cheers, man. Astros. Cheers, man. I think it is important, right? Like, yeah. Good luck, Jimmy. Thank you, Tim F. Appreciate you. And how are you, man? It's been a while since I've seen you around. Always in the YouTube vlog streets. Oof, 35,000, bro. That is tough. But I mean, we're pretty much bottom of the range here, right? Like, can we find a worse hand that we would have in this spot than Queen 9 without a backdoor flush draw? Even like Jack 10 has more odds of making a straight, or Queen Jack, or 8-9, or any pair, or ace high, or pocket twos, right? Like Queen 9 is pretty much the biggest miss possible. Therefore, even getting like 8-1, it's probably all right to just fold. This 3-bet's really big in position. Ooh, I think jam here. 25 blinds with antes against the cutoff. Pair of fours. Ace Jack, okay. Big flip here. Big flip. Ooh, counterfeit. 10s and 5s with the ace kicker. Unfortunate. Back down to starting sec there. If you want to have a drink in a nice place in Montreal, go to Cloakroom. They make unique drinks based on what you like. It's a very small place. Very nice. Oh, nice. Yeah, I think we did plan to go there once. I think it was after last time WPT was in town. I was invited to like a dinner, which was really nice of them, and it was enjoyable. Cool to meet a bunch of people in person. And I think we tried to go there, but it was like too full. But we had kind of a group or something, and they were just like, we don't really do groups, so we just went to an Irish pub instead. But yeah, we'll definitely check it out sometime, because it's very like it's unassuming, right? The door to the place is really unassuming. It's kind of interesting. I liked it. Good acting from what's his name, Adam Sandler. Yeah, I mean, incredible acting by Sandler, dude. Sandler crushed in that movie, I thought. What's up, Mario? How are you, man? Good to see you. Cheers from Denmark. Important to stay hydrated. True. Got to get the liquids in, man. 3-4 suited. Uncut Gems was okay. Good to show the life of a DJ and gambler. From Brian Perkins. What's up? Yeah, I mean, it was so degenerate, right? Like, oh, when he puts the bet on at the end. Crazy, dude. Just the sickness feeling in your stomach. It's like, I even told Rebecca, I'm like, Rebecca, this movie is intense, okay? Like, you gotta know going into it, because I rewatched it, that this movie is like really kind of an intense feeling. Shove in a call here. I think we have to fold. This is super strong, right? I would have called if I knew it was ace, king, and ace, nine, though. I'll tell you that. And we actually stopped the movie halfway through, which happens to us a few times. We get tired, you know, whatever. So we watched the first half, went to bed, and watched the second half 2 days later, I think. And the first half is like, okay, you know, this is not too bad. It's fine, you know. The second half, it's like, bro, I can't breathe, you know? It's so intense, man. It's so intense. What a movie. Hosting a game at mine next Saturday if you're about in England. Not yet, dude. Pretty soon, though. I'll be visiting the UK pretty soon. Looking forward to it. Good luck today. Thanks, Rook, too. Appreciate it. What's going on? So our short stack remains short in the Super 215. We have re-entered the Super 320 Mystery Bounty after we lost a flip. And King 3 defending the big blinds. Swing and a miss here on the flop. I think we want to be aggressive on this Jack 7-7 board, but we're going to want to be interacting with the board in some way. Diamond draws, backdoor clubs, all of the gut shots, straight draws, like one overcard, backdoor gutter kind of stuff. It's going to be better than just like a total King 3 airball to mess around with here. So an attacking spot, but not an attacking hand. So we move on. Don't mind bluffing Queen Jack here, actually. I think it's an okay hand to bluff. Want to check King Queen and King Jack, but I can bluff Queen Jack. I can bluff 9-8. I can bluff 8-5. This is a pretty good card for a lot of our bluffs, actually, so I'm going to go for it here. And the bluff works in the Super 33. Let's go. What do you think of the mystery bounties on Party Now? Like, dislike? I think they're a fun format, right? Especially because these are smaller field mystery bounties, so there isn't as much variance in like hitting the big bounty or anything. It's more accessible, right? It's when you're talking about like 10,000 person field mystery bounties, there can be a lot of value tied up in that like big shot, which is just going to increase variance. That's only a problem for professionals, right? It's just like a fun thing for people that play for fun. So yeah, I quite like mystery bounties. I think it's a fun format that creates an additional threshold of excitement, which is a really good idea for poker, right? One of the things that I think poker is not so great at compared to other games and forms of entertainment for most people is that in a tournament, you have your excitement every time you win a pot, right? You have excitement levels when you hit the next blind level. You have excitement when you make the money, when you make the final table, when you make pay jumps, right? When you add bounties, it's like, well, every opportunity for a bounty is an exciting opportunity, right? When you add a mystery bounty, you add just a second sort of interesting layer of like, okay, well, what's the average of bounty and how much am I going to get? Am I going to run good or bad in terms of above average or below average mystery bounty? So all of that I think is just fun, right? It's just enjoyable and makes it so that the game is interesting to play, And I think that's the key. Try and find formats that create fun and intrigue and mystery, but allow there to be a market for people to compete and thrive, right? Allow there to be people that are professionals, allow there to be people that, are profitable in the format. So that's the thing. Mystery bounties are pretty good at that. Do you think there are similarities between golf and poker? Yeah, for sure. I think both are like really impossible, right? Like they're endless pursuits of constant madness, right? Like you never perfect them. I also think there's like similar demographics of people that really get interested in them and grind them out. Like there's quite a lot of crossover between people that like poker and people that like golf. Whoa, 3x overbet. But there's definitely some differences too. That being that like golf is a very physical game, right? Like it's about physical performance and being able to repeat with your body as opposed to your brain and your psychology. There's a bunch of like social convention and etiquette around golf that there isn't in poker. I mean, there is in poker, but not really. Not nearly as big of a deal. So I think golf tends to have a bit more like substantive of a history and grounding to it. So that's the thing. Also, like golf, you can play golf against yourself or against other people, but really at the end of the day, your performance is purely about your own shot and your own ball and your own score, right? And you can adjust your strategy based on how many points you need to make up or whatever, right? Like how many strokes you need to make up to win the tournament. But largely, it's just, this is a call down, especially in the big blind when we flat with a7. Largely, it's like an individual pursuit, whereas poker, you can play poker like an individual pursuit of just trying to execute GTO strategy, and I don't really care what anyone else is doing, pure individualism. But at its core, to play at the highest level, it's a game about other people. It's about exploiting, tricking, understanding other people and getting what it is you want from them, manipulating them in a way, winning the battle of wits, through the noise of variance. And so that's different than golf, right? Like golf is solitary in that way. So King 3 off, dropping that 27-month resub. Gets a love of the chat for your boy, King 3. What's up, brother? Happy 27th month. Hope you're well. Hope B-Car is good too. Hope you didn't catch the Spurs match today. I, of course, did. It's, of course, incredibly painful. Best of luck in the fell. You run well. Score big. Get dubs. Love that you're defending King 3 off. Super premium. Much love as always, my friend. Got to do it, man. Listen. It's got to do it. Ace 10 loses to King 6 with a 6 on the river. See how the queens do here, though. We lost to something. I didn't get to see what we lost to. Oh, why did Jack 10 call? I don't know, but they won the pot. We covered them for a bounty, too. Pretty unlucky to not be going home with 750. Why'd you do that, fam? Last Monday on your stream, someone asked you, how do you stay so calm after a bad beat? You said you can control the cards, you can only control yourself and make the best decision you can. Last week I was playing 109 Mystery Bounty, took a bad beat, started getting mad. Remember what you said, eventually calmed down and ended up winning the tournament. Got 4 bounties for 620 and 1325 for first place, so thank you for the great advice. Sorry for the long text. Let's go, Rook. Let's go. With the voice crack as well, Rookie. Brother, I'm so glad to hear it, man. I'm so glad to hear it, and it's true. There's nothing else you can do, man. That's that. That's true. Congrats, man. Why not to rewatch? Also been a few, or I need to rewatch. Also been a few years. The Uncut Gems, yeah. Man, Rebecca and I went crazy on buying movies this past week. We really degened on buying some films. And so I think we've got about 15 to 20 unwatched movies in our house right now that are just sitting there. And the thing is, we know at least 16 of them are bangers. Because they're part of this, and I've talked about this, but I've got this new sort of temporary obsession with this thing called the Criterion Collection, which is a collection of films where they release these films in the highest version that they have been, Blu-ray or 4K, or they re-release them remastered with the best sound, with the best video pictures, with all of the added features, etc. And it's kind of it's a curated collection of important films, films that film heads are a big fan of, or are important to the history of cinema. It's not no offense if you're into these kind of films, but it's not like superhero movies, right? It's not like Spider-Man or something like that. It's art house, important film head kind of stuff, And I really know very little about film as art. It's probably the artistic format I know the least about. But this collection is the perfect way to break in, because I know the people that know what they are talking about say that these are the films to watch. I'm great. I have a guide now as to how I can get into this, right? So it's been awesome to watch. And we've got about 16 of those, I think, that are unwatched, foreign films from all sorts of years. Oh, what a nightmare. We have a straight, but we lose to a flush. I mean, it might be just the ace of clubs, but probably not. So anyways, yeah. Excited to watch the next one. I don't know what we're going to watch tonight as we print one there. And we have a set of twos. It looks like we're chipping up everywhere right now. Do we lose? Probably not. No, I think it's okay to value bet here still. Under a pot size bet. I mean, they're not going to have a flush very often. All right, we'll re-enter the Super 33. Good vibes. Join us on Party Poker, man of straw. What are you doing, brother? Join us in the Party Poker streets, man. Check here. Hello, Ventum. How are you, brother? Yeah, things are good, man. How about yourself? What's happening? 9-4 deuce deuce fold on the turn. I think is okay there. Can't fold getting that price. Getting 5-1, we can't be folding. 2 overs. Do you call wider in bounties? For sure. I play for more for the win and not call with hands like ace-9, for example. So say 30-35% of your stack. What's your opinion? Mathematically, bounties are important. Like, you can just, you can adjust your strategy to try and win bounties. It's cash. It's worth it, you know. If you're playing to try and maximize the amount of money you win, hunting bounties with less equity is necessary, for sure. Read a pretty good book by Dara O'Kearney on bounties that I'd recommend. I think it's pretty good. I have a few more poker books I've got to read here right away because I'm a little bit behind. I think I have maybe 3 books in the queue. But yeah, the bounty math, like, you can definitely hunt bounties. And they use a format, I think they call it Bounty Power. I don't know if it's Bounty Power or Bounty Factor. Raise Your Edge uses one of those too. Where essentially, like, you can drop your equity a certain percent when calling off, right? So if it's for a very simple one is if someone has a starting stack and they have a starting bounty, you need 5% less equity to call. On average, this actually changes in different stages of the tournament, but on average, about 5% less equity based on your pot odds, right? So if you're getting 2-1, you need 33%. In a bounty, you would need 28%. And that has a big difference, like a big effect on your calling frequency. If someone has a half stack in a starting bounty, well, that's a 2 bounty power, right? Or bounty factor, or whatever it is, the term they use. And that's 8% less. So all of a sudden, 2-1, you need 33% equity. All of a sudden, you need 25%, right? Big difference. So, yeah, bounties definitely change the math of a lot of situations. Check back here with 8s. Wow, brutal. At the turn, oh god. Any ace or 6 makes a straight. Not ideal. You think you could do an interview with Martin Cabral? I would get views, Jamie, trust me. I could. I'm probably not going to, though. In that I don't know him, and I don't know why he would want to join me to talk, and I don't really have an interview show at the moment. But it's possible. Where are you living right now, Jamie? Montreal, Canada. Welcome, Market Raccoon.
All right. Check here. Look at all these bounties in play, dude. Craziness. We only cover one of them, and our hand sucks, so we'll just... All right, let's raise here with trip 10s, though. Lay the smack down. Get some cash, hopefully. Good to hear. I'm just fine too. Thanks. Cheers, man. Nice. We have the same hand. Wow. Nice hand. Yari wins. Nice hand. Let's go to the ace-jack suited here. In the big Sunday, this is a... Oh, this is not a knockout. This is a freeze-out. I don't know why I thought this was the 109 Sunday party, but I did in my head. Weird. Anyways, we're back. Back to reality. There it is. So Dustin says bounty power. Yes, number of starting bounties divided by number of starting stacks equals bounty power. There you go. You just got to be careful when someone wins a half bounty, right? It's like 1.5 divided by 1, or that was initially pretty confusing for me because different sites list bounties in different ways, and then when someone wins like, you know, a half bounty, you just have to make sure you get those fractions correct. But yeah, so that's the thing. And there's some really bizarre pre-flop scenarios that I haven't done a lot of research on, but there's some scenarios where, as a chip leader in a bounty, you can be opening any 2 cards in certain spots. I'm not even talking on the final table. I'm talking like 50 left in a tournament. You could be opening 3 deuce under the gun. Those are not spots that I've done a lot of research into, but there's so much room to become more efficient in mystery bounties, I think. Or in bounties, excuse me. I'm not even talking mystery bounties. I'm just talking bounties here. I do think those same 2 released a book on mystery bounties, actually, which I should pick up at some point, see what it has to say. Add it to the list, dude. I feel like I just need tons of time to read books, man. I've got so many poker books I want to read, and the normal books, too. It's like endless stuff, dude. Endless stuff to do. I was thinking about that earlier this week too, actually. Like pretend everything disappeared, okay? So like I'm not allowed to make any content on any platform about poker. You know, like what's the plan, right? Like what would I do? And I think there's so many different answers to that question, but you know, there is part of me that wants to do a poker deep dive, right? I think it'd be really interesting because so much of my life in poker has been about, for lack of a better term, maximizing my equity, right? Like how can I make the most money from the opportunity that I have in this scenario? And that was like the right and rational thing to do in a lot of spots, but that often doesn't correlate to becoming like the best, right? It's not the same thing. And I also do think I'm like just smart enough to be on the cutting edge of poker theory in some spots. I mean, I don't have enough of a math background yet to be there. Like I'd have to do some real brushing up, but I feel like my brain has the capacity to be on the cutting edge of some poker theory stuff. So part of me wonders like, man, if I'm ever in a scenario where I have a bunch of time, would I be interested in doing that, right? Like figuring some things out about poker that pushing the game forward from a theoretical perspective, right? In whatever format it is, and you know, because I think I have enough playing experience now that you could really just dedicate a ton of time to studying, and you wouldn't have to supplement it with playing, right? Like I think you could just honestly sit down with a laptop and some books and some paper and do some math and like figure things out, you know. I don't know. A part of me, like, there's a part of all of us that want to live different lives or whatever, right? But like, I think there's an element of me that is interested in that path of, you know, sort of the pure route in poker, right? Where it's not necessarily about the money, or it's not about how much money you can play or getting in good games, but it's about knowing the engine that's driving decision making intimately to its fullest extent, knowing it better than most other people ever have. Like some of that is really interesting, I think. So we call here, getting a gazillion to 1 with Jack 10 suited. We flop trips, which is just, it doesn't happen very often. It's tough to do that. It's really tough to flop trips. Very tough. At the 200,000, we call. We'd be folding almost none of our range here on this board, right? Like 200 to win 1.38. We're almost 7 to 1 odds. And unfortunate for aces. Pretty sick. Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know if like a deep dive on poker is my future or not. I'm not sure. We'll have to see. Yeah, there you go. Dustin H says bounty power 1 equals 5% less equity. Bounty power 2 equals 9%. Bounty power 3 equals 12%. I thought it was 8%, but maybe it's 9 and 12. Either way, I mean, right idea. I think we have to fold here. There's too much incentive for people to reshove on us, but we've got to be up there, right? We are in 7th place in this tournament here, the big Sunday. I've been getting material to read from other players, but I got to the point where I'm overthinking everything, so I canceled everyone but you and watching how you play. Things I learned from, like telling the story when I bluff, figure out their story, just keeping it simple. Your thoughts? Also, where did you meet Bcar? I met Bcar online, like a long time ago now. Maybe 8 years ago. So there's just so much variance in poker, right? And I think you can get a lot of competing information and you're not sure. You get a little stuck in making decisions. You're uncertain. I think part of learning is being uncertain, though. So I don't really buy some of the common arguments you hear from people on social media of like, oh, just, you know, don't complicate things with ideas because you're just going to be confused and you're going to make mistakes. Like if you study GTO, you're going to make all these bad decisions because you are following this formula. You know, I give people more credit than that, personally, in that I think you can understand a theory and deviate from it, and that's fine. I don't think it makes you worse at poker to know more about it. Maybe I'm giving people too much credit there, but I don't think so. I'm going to fold the queen 5 suited here. So it just, to me, I guess it comes down to like how important is being able to execute a strategy to your bottom line, right? Like, do you need to maximize the amount of money you're making right now? Then like, well, you're going to make some pragmatic choices. You're going to make choices that make you money right now. If your goal is to long-term to sort of understand the game at a higher level, then your short-term revenue is not an important part of that equation, right? So I don't know. Like there's all sorts of tips and tricks that can immediately make you a bit more money at poker. But to me, that's like it's like a chocolate bar as opposed to like a well-rounded meal or something, right? It's not building anything. It's a quick hit. Whereas building foundations from which to build a house is so much more interesting, I think, and useful to me long term. But again, like, I'm a hypocrite, right? Like, I'm not. This is not what I did, you know. I figured out that playing poker and making entertaining content was going to make much more money than like trying to figure out how to play optimally on the turn. And so that's what I solved for, right? It's only now, you know, further down in my career that there's more interest in the intellectual side of things. Now that I've achieved some level of sort of financial success where I can have a little bit less stress that way, it's like, oh, okay. What about the theoretical side of things? You know, like, that's kind of fun. But it's very challenging, and there's super sharp people that, you know, have done the work. Like this book here, Mathematics of Poker, is still so challenging, so hard. It's really such a hard book, unless you're sort of like a math major. It's just hard, dude. I don't know what to tell you. It's really a challenging book. So we win 7s to ace 3. This is my second time going through it. Unfortunately, I had some tutors that, for lack of a better term, just quit. They weren't getting enough out of it, essentially. But we got about halfway in. Oh, man. Jim C, you legend, brother. Jim C, pay it forward, drops a $50 tip. A $50 tip on the Twitch channel. Jim C, brother. Thank you so much, man. I appreciate you. You're very kind. Gets a love of the chat, you guys, for Jim C. Long-time supporter of the channel. Dropping some support like that. Thank you so much, man. Free rolling in the Super 55 Mystery Bounty, courtesy of Jim C. Appreciate you, brother. As we 3-bet, get a call. King, Queen, 6. Check raise here, maybe? The thing that I don't want to have happen is bet and they jam, and then we have 32% and we have to call off, right? If we check raise here, we put them in a dumb spot with some hands that are surely better than Jack High. Like, we can get them to fold some ace highs here, which is good with our draw. So let's do that. I'm going to get to this message in a second. Ooh, 2 less outs than we wanted. Damn. And then 4 less outs on that queen turn. Down to 1.3 million. That is unfortunate. Jim C said, I've got to sweat my Dodgers later, and that's going to be very stressful. Very happy to be able to chill out for a while and watch the best poker streamer do his thing. My calm before the storm. Go get him, brother. Thank you, man. Thank you. Why is Callie laughing at me? Callie. Don't laugh at me, Callie. Please. Thanks for the $50, brother. Appreciate you. All right. We were talking about this this book. Yeah. So, dude, I've put, like, realistically maybe 40 hours into this book, and there's still so much to go to understand it. Like, but the crazy thing is that 20 years ago, the theory of, like, GTO poker was put forward in this book, and it didn't make its way to the felt. It still hasn't made its way to the felt in so many circumstances, just because of how inaccessible it is. Like, it's just so challenging. So yeah, I mean, I'm a long way off from, you know, being like a Venny Vidi or a Limitless or any of the high stakes guys that are on the cutting edge, but it's interesting to me nonetheless. 9s run into kings behind. That's brutal. Okay. Sorry about the game today. Disaster of a second half. Anyways, Kois. Yeah, that's exactly how I feel. mean, the first half, dude, I thought it was over in the first half. I was like, oh, easy. Done. Didn't even consider the second half might cause us problems. And yeah, didn't go well, did it? Did not go well. I think I've caught up on all the chat. So I busted this Super 33. Got room for other tables and stuff, but we're chilling. And in terms of stacks, we're above starting stack here, above in this Super 215, pretty short in the Super 320. Super 55, we have 2.5 stacks. And then 109 Sunday Party, just under starting stack. Grinding on, fam. Yeah, this book is so hard, dude. This mathematics of poker is just... It is really challenging. I'm on chapter 15, which I've made it up to this point twice, but I think I'm going to need to hire some tutors again for the second time to get through this. Unfortunately, but you know, is what it is. Fold the 10-4. Free roll in the 55, Jamie. That's going to be the one. You final table. I guess that's it, brother. That's how it works, right? This 55 mystery bounty could be the one. We have twos. Again, I don't think these are profitable under the gun when stacks are like 30, 20 blinds, 15 blinds there. Just don't think they make money. Ace 9, however, was going to be a hand we call in the big blind, but it goes raise 3 bets. 23 spots make the money here. First place is 5K. Call for 4,000. Flop top pair against I Love Chodes. Wow. There it is. There it is. I didn't say it. He did. Couple sweats here. Jack 10, ace 4. Oh. Not ideal. It's not ideal, man. Unlucky there in the 320. And a fold, okay. Pick it up there. King, queen, we 3-bet. We get a 4-bet all in. We fold to Steven Toast. Too much, man. Too big of a risk. Ace Jack 10 all hearts. Check back. Gotta check back. Turn is a 6. Bet and then check the river, I think is the way to go. And we take it down. All right. Okay. 1097 max in 6 minutes. We'll probably play that one. Bounty Hunter. That'll be fun. Reg that beauty. We're going on a break. I gotta pee. I do. I'm gonna play you guys some highlights from a recent spins episode on the break. But yeah, any questions, of course, drop them in the chat. Be back in just 5 minutes. You're watching Pokerstaples on Twitch, YouTube, and Facebook. And stay with me. We got a 247 spin overdrive beginning. Okay. I don't know what I'm supposed to do with twos here, actually. I don't think we're jamming. We're raise folding, I guess. I don't know. I really don't know what to do with this hand. It's too much to jam without antes, I think. I don't know. Maybe that's terrible. I'm not sure. Listen, I just woke up, man. Can you guys relax? Beautiful ace king. Here we go. So we'll probably play 10 of these. That's the plan, right? Play 10 spins, play some word games, and then play some play some spins in between the word games. Why are we awake? I don't know, dude. Just couldn't sleep well last night. You know, the honest truth was I was tired last night, so I went to bed kind of early, and I woke up early, and here we are, PSR. We're gonna call it fours here. I was too tired, so I couldn't even finish the movie. I got to finish it today. That's a set. Gonna limp here. I think it's fine. What's up, Nick Finn? Limp check, ace 3-3 on the flop. Sure. Yeah, we'll go for a little bet. I think most of the aces from Je m'appelle Bertie are gonna go all in pre-flop. Granted, most of ours are as well. And we get min raised here. We need to continue with like 80% of our range. I'm just going to click it back. It's hilarious. We're going to risk 60 to win the whole pot because I think they're just exploiting that we need to continue with 80% of our range. I think that's what they're doing here probably. But they call and then we check. I'm just a guy. We call the river. The 7, beat queen deuce. Call king 8, queen 10. We're ahead to win the first one of the day. Let's do better than yesterday. Low key. Oof. Did I jinx it? Probably. Yesterday was a disaster. I think we played 1400 and we cashed for 450 or so. Not what you want for sure. But I can't guarantee that that is what you need. Like, this seems kind of close, right? Like, I don't think we're going to shove 5-4, but I think 7-6 is okay. Hold it. No 10, no ace. Let's go. Printy, baby, printy. 247 cashed. This is the kind of start we want, man. Are you going to be at the WSOPC? I will be there for a few days. October 14th to 30th, yeah. So I will be there for that one. Be playing that. And then I think I'm going to play like 3 or 4 tourneys for this WSOPC as well. So all in with ace 8, called by ace queen. Happens, man. You know, diamond 7. Oh, 7 would be great. Okay. Third, 200 buy-ins. Make that 300 buy-ins. 247 cashed. This is our third spin of the day here to make it 300. Yeah, I think I'm gonna play the 800. It's like an 800 mystery bounty. There's a 1K. There's a 3K high roller, and then there's a 1K on the final day. Those are my 4 that I have planned. I gotta go get some cash today, actually. I can't speak for stars. I mean, I can't really speak for either, to be honest. Like, I'm not the kind of guy that gets to make the decision as to where we're open or not. I'm not the sole shareholder of the company, right? I don't get to make those calls. So Jack 9 against ace 8 here. Jack or 9, baby. Come on, Jack or 9. Okay. 247 cashes, 300 of buy-ins. Let's play number 4 here. How often do you see a spin over 3x? I don't know. I couldn't put it into percentages because I don't play these that much. Looks like we're going to get one here. Whoa. All right. 550. This is big. This is a big one. This would make a difference in our day, I'd say. Hello, I'm a French guy. If you have one ticket for me, I can't just be giving tickets for people asking, bro. You can't be doing that, but... mais bienvenue, mon ami. Et merci pour ton attention sur mon stream. J'étudie, j'étudie français chaque jour maintenant. Because j'habite ici à Montréal, dans le Québec. Donc, j'utilise mon français chaque jour dans la ville. Tried studying GTO. Watching you so deep. Thanks. Cheers, man. Glad I could be of some help. You have more information at your disposal. People tend to have slightly different strategies. And so you're going to adjust your decision. What's up, chat? Did you guys enjoy my hacky French? I did my best. I tried. All right, we have a brand new 109 7max bounty starting up here. So we'll put that on table 5 as a side piece tournament. And yeah, let's go. We've got 5 tables on the go. Enjoying the grind. Let's make it count. What's going on? 1-0. Probably play some spin overdrives as well, I assume, pretty soon. Pretty soon. We didn't get enough players here, unfortunately. Looks like it needed 5 to run, damn. And we got 4, man. Dang it. It's all right. What else we have? We have a 33 6max turbo. That could be chill. Let's play that. Fire that, man. That could be fun. Much love, my brother. Good luck. What's up, Luke Brooker? Good to see you, man. What's happening? Just a little 33 piece here. Freeze out. Which is fun. I think at the end of the day, it's still just my preferred format is freeze out. It's not the preferred stream format, but definitely just fun to, I don't know, do the good old fashioned poker tournament thing, you know? Raise queen 9. This is senior. Fold 9-4. Hey, what's up, Plek Plek? What's up, brother? Good luck. Friend of the stream. We raise ace king, which is gorgeous. And here we have 2 bounties in play. It's a call with king 10. We need a 10. We need a 10. Just a 10. Ayah. Is there a side pot? There's a small chance that we covered, but unfortunately this player had this player covered, which is too bad. All right. Gonna bet against our friend Plek Plek. Take it down there. All right. We're down to 28,000. It was definitely worthwhile risk to try and go for the bounties there, though. Imagine it 1,000x one time, right? Yeah. Where's our 1,000x spinnerine, dude? Check with ace 8. Check with 5-4 as well. Yeah, let's go for a bet here. I think we can probably value bet over 2 streets with ace 8, assuming that the river isn't terrible, right? Queen's a good river, jack's fine. Whoa. Doesn't make a lot of sense to me, Brusler. And check, check, flop, raise turn? 9-10 wants to bet flop, no? I would think so. don't really know what this is. This also counterfeits lower two pairs. I feel like most of the time 9-10 wants to just bet flop, so just call. And unfortunate. Unfortunate. 31,000 there. Hi from the UK. This can't get any better. Laid in bed with a back watching you. Please win big. Let's go. Let's go, brother. Come on now. I don't know, call, right? A full house? I don't know. Whoa, quads. From under the gun, eh? After check, check, flop. Can you imagine? How? How is that even possible? How is a 9 after a check, check, flop under the gun? I don't know. I don't know how that's even possible, dude. I don't know what to tell you. I'm trying to win big, Christopher Harvey. I'm trying, dude. I just, you know. It's not going so well yet. Call, jam, not call. I'm all in with A7 suited. At least get one through there. So a raise and a call. Mystery bounty begins at 160. There's 232 left. So we have some interesting hands playing out. Wow. Want to lead on this board. Also all in with the ace 10 in our 215 Big Sunday. Against 10s. Too bad. A couple outs there, but 10 is not one of them. And we take it down there. Raise flop. We call. Check, check, turn. Check, check, river. I wonder what this hand was. King 7. Oh, wow. Crazy. They actually flopped top pair second nut kicker when we had the nut kicker. Good luck. Thank you, Integrity Poker. Appreciate you. Yeah, I wish we had some good news going on, but we don't at the moment. At the moment, things are going kind of bad, but, you know, what can you do? Trash hand. I think I want to sit just a little bit further to this side than the camera is ready for. I got to adjust that. Someone said something about free tickets. I don't have any free tickets for you at the moment, man. I wish I did, Vigard. I wish I did. Thank you all for watching today. I appreciate you. It looks like across the 3 streams, we got maybe 150 people here or so. Yeah, approximately 180, 190. So thank you all so much for watching. You have to go to Montreal to get them, though. Yeah, for the tickets. Yeah, exactly. There's a live series coming up in Montreal. I'm looking forward to playing. Let's actually take a look at this series and see what I think I'll play. Okay, let's take a look here. See what we got. So if I go on this table here, and if I make it a little smaller, can we fit the guarantee in as well? Yeah, nice. So the problem with the WPT 500s is that day 2 is usually on a Sunday. It's definitely not worth... Oh, nice. Day 2 is on a Thursday for this one. Beautiful. And day 3 is on a Friday. So I can actually play this WPT Prime. 1150. That's beautiful. I won't play like the Sunday flight, but I can play the Monday flight. I can play the Tuesday flight. I can play the Wednesday flight, and then Thursday is the day 2. Beautiful. I think that's great. The 500 day 2 is on Sunday. Okay, so I can't play the 500. But I'll definitely play this Prime. That looks pretty good to me, I think. What else we got? Mystery Bounty on a Monday. It's a 300. I mean, it'd be good, but usually the rake on these is pretty high, which makes it unprofitable. Let's see if I can find it here. So it's 60. So it's 20. I mean, not too bad, honestly. 240 in the prize pool, 60 to rake. It's 20% rake, effectively, but, you know, for 300 is not too bad. Doable, I'd say. And a mystery bounty as well. So could maybe play on October 14th. When is that? Next Monday? Yeah, that's in a week and a day. There's a 250 mega stack on a Tuesday at 6 p.m. Probably play that. A 300 bounty on a Wednesday at 6 p.m. Probably play that. Monster Stack Turbo 300 on a Thursday. Like, all those evening tournaments look good. Problem is, it costs me $60 to get there and get back home, which is très annoying, but doable, you know? Just to mix it up on the felt a bit. Yeah, and then we'll play this 1150 Prime. Looks good. Matt Savage average tournament on Monday at 6 p.m. I don't know what that is, but count me in. Count me in for that, dude. Along with ace 10 suited here. Beauty hand. And then the main event is starting on Thursday. Yeah. And I will actually miss a Sunday stream on October 27th for that one. I think is fine. Ace 10, sevens, ace queen. Oh, I was ace queen flatting here. That's crazy. We could re-enter. We will. I'll try again on that one. Yeah, and then there's like a 600 turbo that's on a Sunday at 6 p.m. My mom's in town at that time, so yeah, it looks like there's a bunch of like 300s and stuff early in the series. And then there's the 1K, and then there's the 3K. Or the 3,500, excuse me. Oh, it does look like there's some post slims, like a Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, but... Yeah, sweet. All right, man. It'll be fun. Any of you guys in Montreal, are you going to play any of that WPT series? I think it should be a good time. You ever hear of a guy named Kmart from Canada? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I've heard of the Kmart. We used to be roommates, brother. You seem to be running into it today. Oof. Yeah, I don't know what the deal is with that, right? We are in a decent spot in this mystery bounty. 160 make it to the mystery bounty portion. Heading back to Vegas today. I haven't been able to practice very much in the past month, so watching you is educational. Cheers. Any questions, let me know. Matthew Lawrence Pointer, we are printers. Let's go. Tane Bell watching from New Zealand. Welcome. Bullet 2 in this 109. We have a question here, and it's a very pointed question from Mikey. It says, when are you going to be honest about online poker to your viewers? I sense someone that is not too successful at the game. What do you mean, Mikey? All right. What conspiracy theories do you have to unload on the chat? I've been playing online poker for a very long time. I'm 33. Since I was 19, I've been playing online poker. So obviously my faith in the majority of the product is pretty high. Certainly very high with PartyPoker. But you know, listen, there's not very many chatters here, so I'm all ears. You've got my attention, Mikey. Feel free to unleash your theories. Call for 8-1 or so with ace-4. It's 8-5, too bad. Watching from Edmonton, Alberta. What's up, Pino Yeg? Y-E-G, I guess I should say. Did you try playing in-person tournaments? What's your best rank? I have, yeah. I used to play some of the Alberta tournaments, actually. Pino, Y-E-G. Like, they have some good series at Deerfoot Casino in Calgary. Used to live there. And used to live near there as well. I grew up near there in Lethbridge. And so, yeah, I really enjoy in-person tournaments. Best rank in a no-limit tournament would be third. I got third in the Run It Up Reno main event for like a relatively large poker tournament. I also won a Pot Limit Omaha tournament in Barcelona, an EPT PLO tournament. So that was good. So yeah, I've had some success, but I haven't grinded a lot of live tournaments. I think I prefer live cash games to live tourneys. To the world, though, live tourneys is pretty important. So I've thought about, like, hey, I should flick in a few more tournaments when they come to town, basically. Because, I don't know, it's important to the poker world, basically, you know? Live tourneys. So, yeah. Oh, Plek. Plek, no, Plek with that jackball on the turn, brother. My goodness. Ayah. Running cold today, fam. E6. This is a pretty decent 3-bet bluffing hand. This player has 400,000. So I'm going to make an exploit fold. This, I'm just basing this off. They have a huge stack. They're probably mixing it up quite a bit. And so I don't really want to bluff with like some of the weaker hands in my range against someone that is going to mix it up a lot, play a lot post-flop, you know. Now, if they're the kind of player that's just going to fold to 3-bets a lot, well, then this is a great scenario to 3-bet, right? It's like a great spot because they have too wide of an opening range. But against someone that's going to see a flop a lot, I don't love it with ace-6 suited. Nines. This is a go for it here. Ooh, they jam for 26 blinds. But they're opening into these reshove stacks. I think it's a call for that reason. This opening range is wider. This 3-betting range is wider because of these two stacks, I think. But it's in a freeze-out, we probably are just going to fold nines, as crazy as that is. But it's not a freeze-out. And we're up to 51,000. We have two very gettable bounties here, and one right here as well. I mean, what an incredible table for Sir Ben on 112K. Like, what a great spot. One of those bounties in play right now. Not for us, though. Ooh. Ooh. Sevens take it down, but it looks sweaty, though. Double up to 46. We still cover 3 people at this table with starting stack. With half the field gone, or a third of the field gone. Is pretty impressive. Gonna raise. And I don't know if we're gonna fold here, man. We're definitely not gonna fold to the small blind, right? But against the big blind, theoretically they could jam almost any 2 here. But they just call. Check, check. Watching from Newfoundland, enjoy your streams and learning your style of poker. Tyler Forsey, cheers, man. Thanks for the kind words. I really want to make it to the east coast of Canada. Really bad. I think I'm going to love it out there. Call, Serban. Call. Ace high good. Maybe gutter. Time to be honest, Jamie. Time to be honest, Jamie, says Muggy of B-Car. Should we bluff with ace 5? Nah, it's such a bad value betting card here as well. Love from Scotland. What's up, LC Colvin? Welcome, man. Call again. 8 of spades on the river. Call, right? King, queen. Really strong hand. I don't know. Call and lose to ace, king, and aces and 7s, basically. But, like, beat everything else. And it's not a huge combo of hands either, so... Damn. Unfortunate. I think it's fine to call down there. Like, it's just one of those things where, against some people, they're never going to triple barrel bluff there, in which case we have 0% again. But we don't know anything about our opponent, and our hand is really strong. It's like top pair second kicker. You know? It's a strong hand. So I don't see a way to, like, artificially improve there. We get a new table in the 215, which totally sucks because the last table was great for bounties, but we still do cover 2 bounties here, 2. So that's okay. What's up, Marty Career? How are you? Welcome, Marty. Mystery bounty begins at 160. We're at 188 left. All right. Mystery bounty potential is upon us. Thoughts on PLO8? Seemed like a really complicated game when I was first learning it. I haven't played it for a really long time. But yeah, it's just an interesting game because there's a lot of different variables to consider. There's first of all that you have 4 cards. Your opponent has 4 cards. And then second, the split pot nature of the game. And then also the scoop part of the game. And then like future action, being able to realize your equity. So there's just like, there's a lot to think about in PLO8. I think it's fun for that reason, but I'm not very good at it. I don't think. I think I'm pretty bad at PLO8. But I don't know. I guess there's only one way to find out, and that's play more PLO8, man. You know? Flop at the top pair against Gilbert FD, definitely a senior. Goes raise, a bet and a raise. Top pair, bad kicker is just a terrible hand in this scenario. And so we fold. King 10, ace 5, there it is. Ace 5 makes a flush. I think Gilbert covered here. No, the other way, which is too bad. We want someone to have like just a few chips so we can get a chance at the bounty, right? But does not happen. Beauty, here we go. $185 left, $160 make the mystery bounty. We have ace king suited. This would be a great opportunity to get to something respectable here. And we get a call from Max Zera. Queen 5 deuce, 1 heart. Pretty dry board, not a lot going on. I do think this opponent is going to play back at us some, though. I guess I'm going to go for a small bet and face the difficult decision on the turn, right? Flop check raise, we just call and we play the turn with ace king. But they fold, which is great. And we're up to 157 plus our big blind. Getting down to the mystery bounty portion. I wonder what the mystery bounty will be. Like the top one. I would guess like 5K maybe. They limp, we check. There's going to be a lot of raising out of the big blind, but given this sort of stack dynamic, I don't think there will be. Just call here. Let them do their thing, right? We have trip aces. Have to hope they have a bluff here, which they're going to have often because we have trip aces. It's hard to have a better hand than this, man. especially against a button opening range, which contains, 55, 60% of hands. Against Queen 10, shuts down on the river. Fold King 5. We are 15 away from Mystery Bounty moments. 15 away. And it is fun to go into the money of Mystery Bounties, I think. I think it's just a good time. Gonna do a few spins, but there's potential for a few spins. It's not a sure thing, but there's definitely potential for a couple. Gonna fold 4 ways for sure. Won the 11 PKO and Star Save for about 1,150. Was my first big tourney win this year. Congratulations to man, bro. That's amazing, man. It's gotta feel great. 11 to 1,150. That's a pretty solid 100 plus X, man. Congrats. Good vibes. It's just fun to, man, I wish I could have a final table because I miss being able to battle it out on a final table. We just don't have any. Haven't had any for a couple weeks, so maybe we can make it count one of these. 14 off the Mystery Bounty here. Expecting, honestly, I just got into it, but definitely still learning. Nice change from Hold'em. Good luck to you, brother. Thanks, man. Yeah, the PLO8. I'm down to play sometime. We're on the soft bubble here, by the way. So we're going to go bubble. Felt. And we only covered 2 people at our table for Mystery Bounties right now. Speaking of bounties, look at this. 5K stack with a $50 bounty. This is 1/10 of a start stack. So basically you can call with 1 card if you're closing the action. You could call with 1 card. Give me a deuce and I call, right? But so yeah, we just got to pay attention to make sure that we don't miss this bounty opportunity. First though, Krikev car 888 opens. Call. Streets. Nothing for us. Check fold. It's an interesting one because Kirkevkar has a wider opening range than normal, right? A bigger slice of the pie because they know that this bounty could be in play. And when this bounty folds, they're left with a wider than normal opening range with a bounty on their head. So you would expect people to play back against them fairly aggressively. When this player calls, we don't have any choice but to call, and we just miss the flop, so whatever. But kind of an interesting pre-flop spot here. Check the turn. Here it is. Bounties in play. We don't fold here. We don't fold the king 10. This can be a very wide range. Good luck, us. Oh, no, no, dude. Yeah, man. Okay. Well, we're 2 off the mystery bounty here, so that's cool. Raise call squeeze to 18. We're going to fold ace 10 of hearts. It's a pretty hand, but I don't think it's good enough to call a squeeze. There's just going to be a little bit too much ace king, ace queen, maybe even ace jack suited. And there's not going to be enough ace 9, ace 8, ace 7, right? Where we're dominating. It's just not going to happen. So do we get to see here on the river what both hands were? That would be fun. But no, we don't. Aza 06. Calling the big blind. Check. Swing and a miss, you could say. And we are on the bubble of the mystery bounties here. 161 left. 160 make the mystery bounce. Joe Manoff is all in. We fold. Still play at Playground. I haven't for a few months, but I will be a little bit for this WPT coming up, Frenchie. So I'll be there soon, man. How about you? You gonna play any? Maybe we can actually click this open with this bounty, but yeah, it's gonna be a fold anyways. And we continue. We're gonna find out this mystery bounty prize pool in just a second. In just a few moments. 3K for the win without the bounties, but the mystery bounty, I bet there's like a 5K mystery bounty. That's my guess. Ace-Jack King 10. Ace-Jack wins it, the coach. Asa now much shorter than us, which is cool. 3 great gettable bounties, and we are in the mystery bounty portion. Let's see. The top bounty is $27.50. Okay, it's not going to be 5K, but still, that's pretty good. Did it say there's one of those, one of the 1Ks, 3 500s, and the min bounty is 25. Average bounty remaining is $125. $27.50 top bounty, 160 left. Let's see how this plays out. Love a mystery bounty, man. So fun. So over 5K if you get the top bounty and win the tournament. It's tough to do, though. Got spanked by the queen. I did. 4 sevens of folds. Excuse me. Need 6s of fold. Average bounty is 125. And we're going to maybe see one right now. Let's see. 4-8 against 5s. 5s get it to 254. Forestman absolutely gambling for it there. Absolutely hunting for it. Ace-8. If it folds to us, I think we should raise here, especially with the shorter stack in the big blind. But we get a limp, which is just going to take me out of it. It's already on the edge anyways. Seven, 9 of clubs. Pretty looking hand, but not one that's going to play well in this scenario. It is like we're 10 off the money bubble or 7 off the money bubble too. So these short stacks are going to be kind of tight probably. Any reason you play with chip showing, not big blinds? I could just convert to big blinds in my head really easily. I've been doing it my whole poker life, right? And I think it's more interesting to newer people that stop into the stream as well. They don't know what a BB is, right? They don't know what, 18.4 BB means if you're sort of new to poker. Whereas you can see like, oh, 146,000, like that looks like a lot of chips, That's probably what the average person thinks in that scenario. Wow, this is crazy. 2 bounties, what are they? Don't be a big one, dude. Do not be a big one. 99 bucks, that's okay. That's a below average bounty. What's the next one? Oh, we didn't get to see. All right, 127. All of the top 5 bounties are still in play. Top 8, I guess, or top 7, I should say. Yeah, exactly. Pretty solid average bounty. 129. Hopefully the big bounties are gettable. Oh, brutal. Like, yeah, we have top pair, but getting raised on this turn with this short of a stack, it's just such a tiny bluffing range. It's just not, just almost impossible, I think. We're going to call fold ace 10. Yeah, don't think it's good enough here. We are in the money. Nice to get a cash on the board. $53, and the top 8 bounties still gettable. $130. So let's see what happens here. Fortunately, at our table, we don't have an opportunity to get any bounties, but, you know, we can get an easy double up, and then we can get a lot. There's a bounty, $25. NASA RR taking it down. That's good. Another small one. The bounties continue to climb in average price. No one is even close to us at this point, unfortunately. Ace 10, King 10. Ace 10, Prince. I don't like jam here. I don't think we have full equity with the mystery bounty portion of this. So can we flat? If we know we're going to see a flop, yes, but we don't close the action. So I think we just fold, preserve our 12.7 blinds, right? Which has a bit of playability. Raising a jam. Ooh, close. Money Indo is close to us in terms of chips. Potential bounty. We still got all of the top 7 prizes here, as the average bounty amount is moving up, 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 up. As that player gets rebalanced at another table. What are the odds, man? New people to the stream don't know the difference between tournament chips and cash. Everyone has to start somewhere, though. Exactly. Just call me 22. And the thing is, like, if anything, I would rather be people intrigued with a big number than underwhelmed by a small number. Even though we know that, like, 13.3 big blinds on a final table could mean a lot more than, like, 4 million. I want every chance I can to have people be interested in what it is that I'm doing here. So that's why the chips. But it's a good point. It's a good point. What's up, Donker Killer? I don't know which one you're referring to. Which is it? You can answer that as long as you're not working for them or promoting it. If you're working for them or promoting it, then don't do it. But if you're just talking about poker news, I'd love to hear. A new poker room is launching tomorrow. Something like that. Been thinking about playing chips from now on myself. I've gotten too used to playing online with big blinds, so whenever I'm playing live poker, I get kind of psyched out. The stack increases. Yeah, that's definitely a learning curve, I think, on playing live with that, for sure. But Plugen. Limp on the button. Try and limp along, I guess. I expect this to be really strong. Like, planning to limp call, so why would we get in King 4? Pre-flop. Just limp, and for 5,000, I think we've got a high enough chance of seeing a flop. They jam, we fold. King 6. I think we jam this on the button. They're already going to call with better hands, but they have to call with worse hands here too. So I think to pick up 23,000, we're just all in here. We know Forest Men will call with almost any two for a bounty. Ooh, one of the 500s went. Average bounty is 138. As we can see with the deuce 9. Deuce 9 is going to win. Brutal, man. Brutal. All right, that's going to be a wrap for now. I'm thinking in my head that tomorrow maybe I should put in a stream. You guys want that? Maybe I could do a stream tomorrow because today fizzled. So it'd be good to do some spins. Let's see if there's a 320 tomorrow afternoon. I hope there is. And I don't have anything on my schedule tomorrow at all. So maybe tomorrow afternoon we can put in a stream. Play some spins, play the Super 320, and check in. But for today, Bricks, I don't know what to tell you, man. Brutal. Thank you all so much for watching. I appreciate you. That's it for today. Till tomorrow. We'll see you later.